How do I synchronize the output of SPARKvue code with sensor measurements? In this coding example, I'm going to be measuring the temperature from a temperature sensor, and I'd like SPARKvue's code to output a message that indicates whether this temperature is cool or warm. Notice that the sample rate for my temperature sensor, indicated here in the lower left, is 2 Hertz, or 2 samples per second. Here's my starting code. It's going to assess continuously whether the temperature is greater than or less than 30 degrees, and output a message that indicates whether it's warm or cool. Now, we saw earlier that the sensor measurement will be made twice a second, or at 2 Hertz, but this code is going to run as fast as the computer can possibly allow it. I would like to slow this down so I'm not wasting processing power, because there's no point in assessing this if-do-else condition any faster than the sensor measurements are made. So what I'm going to do is add a sleep into this repeating loop. Now, how long should this sleep be for? Well, this value of sleeping in milliseconds should correlate to the sample rate for your sensor. Here's how you can calculate it. If your sensor sample rate is in Hertz, as mine is at 2 Hertz, the sleep time in milliseconds should be 1,000 times 1 over the sample rate in Hertz. If you have a slower sample rate, and SPARKvue indicates it in seconds, then you can determine the sleep time in milliseconds as 1,000 times that sample interval in seconds. So in our code, I'm going to change this to 500 based on 2 Hertz sample rate of the sensor. Now, when I go back to the output page and I press start, this code on the bottom is being updated. The output of the code, the message, is being updated only as often roughly as a sensor measurement is being taken from the temperature sensor.